So here's the next step. After you're done putting decorations on your parachute, we're gonna tie your shroud lines. We take the end of the line and we're gonna tie it in one corner. So I need to go through that hole that we made. And I'm gonna tie the short end back to the long end here with a double knot. So I cross it over and I'm gonna take the end through this loop that I just made out of it. Kind of hard to see in the video, but if you know how to tie a knot, we're tying the string to the parachute right now. That's all we're doing. So if you can see this, I have it looped through the parachute. I created a little knot here and I'm gonna pull the knot tight. One important thing is that I try and get the knot as close to the end of the string as possible. I don't want my knot way up here in the middle of my string. I want the rest of my string to be used elsewhere on my parachute. So there's one knot. Now I'm gonna just repeat that. Take my end, cross it over, creating a loop. Okay, and I'm gonna take the end of my my shroud line back through this loop now. Okay, there it is. Pull it tight. That's one side. I need to take the other end of my shroud line and I need to go to the complete opposite corner here and do the same thing. And I want all the extra string in the middle here. So again, I'm tying my knot at the end of the shroud line in this corner, leaving all the extra in the middle of my parachute. So through the opening on the parachute, tie the end of this back to the large majority of the string. So here we go. Fat fingers tying a little string. This is tough, but it can be done. Okay, there's my loop. I'm gonna pull that tight. There's one knot. Repeat one more time. Cross it over, take the end of the string through my loop and pull. Double knot, okay? Now I have one shroud line on my parachute like so. I'm gonna repeat this for both the other shroud lines that I have. Remember, you tie it in one corner, double knot, leave the extra string hang in the middle, cross over to the opposite corner and tie the opposite end of your shroud line in that corner. Do that for the last two. So my parachute's finished. At least I finished tying on my shroud lines. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to cut off any excess string that I have from the corners here. You can see how I have a little bit of extra. I'm just gonna cut that off and trim it up and make it look neat. Do that for each of the 6 corners. So with your parachute all finished, you have a decoration here on top. Your shroud lines all hang down here with all the excess in the middle. What we're gonna do, we're gonna attach it now to your screw eye of your nose cone. Here's how you do this. You're gonna take all the shroud lines, get them untangled here, kind of like this, where they all kind of loop here in the center, like so. And I'm gonna take that end and I'm gonna pinch it together, kind of like this. And I'm gonna take it and put that right through the screw eye. Pull it through, open that loop kind of back up, and we're gonna take the parachute end through this loop, like so. Get everything through there nice and neat. Now what you're gonna be able to see is that we pull this tight and it's gonna tighten right around the screw eye, like so. All that's left to do now is fold up our parachute and we're gonna tuck it down into our body tube. So, I like to take my parachute and fold it in half, kind of like it is now, flatten everything out. I'm gonna fold it in half yet again the other way. This is just making it smaller and more compact so that we can get it into your body tube very easily. Now I'm gonna roll it up like a fruit roll up. Small, compact it, fold up that tape. Press on it, that's fine. Make sure nothing's tangled up. So if this were our rocket, what we're gonna be able to do is take the parachute, we'll go down in through the top here. And we'll take the shroud lines and we'll tuck them in on top of the parachute. Doesn't really matter how. And we'll be able to sit the nose cone on top like this.